What is up, guys? It is Dirt Track TV here, and I am back at it again with another video. And today I am just got finished with racing 5 years of IndyCar. I decided give Formula One a chance. I like this game. It's pretty cool, but it's nothing as good as Project Cars 2. Obviously. I mean, you got DRS in this game. I don't know about Project Cars because I didn't race any of the Formula cars. I only raced, well, I sort of did. I raced Formula C, Formula 3.5, Formula A, Formula X, and I went up to IndyCar. That's the path of IndyCar. And, well, yeah, I'm just trying to, grind through all these games, explore them. But yeah, guys, how you guys been? Man. 13 days to Christmas, man, less than 2 weeks. I think Christmas is next week, to be honest. I think Christmas is about next week. Yeah, we're going on Christmas break next week, so that's why, and we go on Christmas break the 22nd, so we got basically 10 days left of the first semester. I'm not doing too good in school right now. I'm gonna admit that. I got 2 Fs right now. That's because, hold on, just a second. Sorry about that, guys. Somebody called me. But yeah, man, 13 days to Christmas, man. I am excited, man. I'm not really getting that much things for my PlayStation this year. I'm trying to, I'm growing up. I need some assets in life. I'm obviously 16 now. I'm turning 17 next year. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get some assets. Like a wallet. Obviously, got my license. I need to carry my SS card on me. But yeah, obviously this is on easy mode, because I don't know anything about any cars, Formula cars, to be honest with you guys. But yeah, obviously I'm starting first. This is my 3rd race. I won 2 already. I'm trying to, like I said, I'm trying to take at least 1 to 5 years in each class. Get used to it, because I would like to be in NASCAR E-League, because I work for NASCAR now, guys. I'm in an ARCA pit crew team. Yeah, so I'll be going down to Daytona, Talladega, Bristol, Arizona, Michigan, Minnesota, Indiana, Iowa, Wisconsin, Kentucky. I like traveling cross country, so I like what I do. Now that we've got some. So I mean, this is nothing. I didn't really get into Formula One. I am really big into Indy cars, but I'm not really big into Formula One just because I only pay attention to stuff that happens, in the country, unless if it's NASCAR when they go to Canada. That road course sucks. Canadian Tire. I haven't been there. Obviously, I haven't been out of the United States. By just looking at people who race from it and look at statistics, like when Justin Haley won in 2018, he said that road course is absolutely terrible. I was racing it on NASCAR when I was doing my career mode, and coming from a point of view, I had a really good setup for that track. Just the track's terrible. I think that should be an IndyCar track, in my opinion. IndyCar track in Formula One. My dream and goal is to go to a Formula One race. I just want to see what the difference is, but they're so goddamn expensive to go to. Crap, man, I'm probably gonna have to win the fucking lottery to go to that. I'd like to go to the Indianapolis 500 too, but shit, when I went down to St. Louis to, well, Madison, which is like 10 minutes away from St. Louis, it's in Illinois. When I went for the NASCAR, IndyCar, and ARCA, and Indy Lights, and Indy Vintage. I was talking to a lot of good people of mine. You know, I was like, so I kind of want to go to Indy 500. Is it worth it? And the people said, it's a one-in-a-lifetime experience. I wouldn't go again because the cheapest tickets there is $250, and that's like the worst seat in the house. So, I mean, you just see one turn, that's it, and they're going so fast. You got to move your head so fast to see them. Just fucking do shit.
We have to replace that front wing. Box now.
I've seen the getting last. Yeah, the project cars is a hell of a lot different because fuck, I'm just gonna restart. Yeah, project cars, the Indy cars are a lot more easy to handle than Formula cars. Formula cars are.
After the points finish last race, let's aim to keep the momentum going.
Obviously, I mean, these tires, they're a lot different than IndyCar. The whole body of a Formula car and IndyCar, it's like looking at a dirt late model and a dirt modified. Obviously, you get the same parts. You got a hell of a lot different horsepower, different sounds, different gas, different tires, different chassis. To be honest with you, because this chassis is definitely not an IndyCar chassis. These are a lot faster, but they're a lot slower coming around the corners. Well, obviously these got a shit ton of horsepower because shit. Like, watch if you, like I'm at 75 miles per hour now, and I'm already at 130. That's how much horsepower you guys got. That guy, I can't speak. That has. Obviously, you gotta have money to run with Formula Indy. Yeah, you gotta have money to run any kind of racing. To be honest with you, that includes like if you want to race IMCA or UMP Hornets, you still have to have money to do that. Man, that car is gonna cost you about $2,500 if you want tires. That's additional, probably $250 per tire. By the time you pit pass and your money you get from your purse,
let's keep it up.
You know. Like, same thing with NASCAR. An ARCA team got at least have a good $1 million sitting in your wallet to start an ARCA team. The person I'm working for, he has 4 cars and a midget chassis. I'm not saying which cars, and I'm not supposed to actually be saying anything at all. But yeah, just by talking to people, they said you gotta have crap tons of money to run ARCA. Because each car is roughly worth about $150,000. That's just the chassis and the body. That doesn't include, that doesn't even include the engine, or the engine's additional probably $50,000. By the time you get shocks and springs, that's going to cost you about $5 grand. Times you get your transmission, your drive shaft, that's another probably $3,500. Time you get your driver's seat in there and all your equipment, and between your gas and your purse that you get, it's probably going to cost you roughly about $400,000 to, race a full season. Then you got to have different cars. Like, there's an intermediate car that runs just regular speedways. You got a road course car. You got a super speedway car, and you get a dirt car. So obviously ARCA runs in Du Quoin. in Springfield. I have not been to both. I was actually planning on going to
Be careful with the front wing. You've taken some minor damage.
obviously, like, ARCA tickets are really cheap, but when it comes to NASCAR, like, since I'm going down to Daytona, the trucks will be their Xfinity Cup Series. We're going for the truck, obviously, because we go down there. So we're going to be seeing the trucks, we're going to be seeing the Xfinity, going to Xfinity because we race right after, so I'll be watching the Xfinity race too. I'm not staying for the 500 because you gotta buy a ticket for that, and I mean, shit, with limited seating, with COVID going on, they're gonna jack up the price. It's probably gonna be a good $400 for the cheapest ticket. The most expensive is probably about $2,000. That's all the way up, and you probably still can't even see the track from all the way up because that track's big. I've been there before. I've been there for a race. I just saw, I was down in Florida, I think 5 or 6 years ago, and that track is fucking huge, dude. Of course, I like to see it during Daytona weekend. I mean, I wish COVID wasn't going on, because with Daytona weekend they have limited shit that they can do. I heard from a couple people who went down to Florida last summer that, they had like ride simulators, a carnival. So basically, it's a Super Bowl of racing. Because obviously it's 500 miles and you win like $1.5 million to win. I think Chase Elliott won the Daytona 500. I don't know who won the Indy 500 though. Indy 500, the purse, they raised it for last year. The purse was $15.5 million, and if you win the Indy road course before that, it's an additional like $300,000 plus top of that year purse that you. Let's say if you win the Indy road course, Indy 500, you're gonna be walking around with probably $16 million. That's before tax. So by the time you get taxed, you probably still walk away with a good $13 million. And you still win the purse money from Indy road course, which I think that projects about $400,000 to win. Obviously, you gotta have money to run with Indy cars. Is I think the highest paying IndyCar driver right now, that or Scott Dixon, I can't tell. But man, I haven't talked to anybody who worked for IndyCar, but just by doing my research, it's gonna cost you, it's like maybe $5 million per car, because it's all technological shit. Like you got a computer that you basically set your car up and do adjustments on. You got everything's computerized. The only thing you work on a car is if you just build it or putting tires on. And that's a single lug nut, just like how NASCAR's changing their rules to a single lug nut. Signal lug nut tire because of the time. So with the signal lug nut tire, NASCAR, it's gonna definitely reduce the timing of it. So pit stop usually takes about 15-20 seconds. This pit stop's going to probably take 3 to 5 seconds. Formula pit stops are really fast. They do it underneath 3 seconds. I just don't know how they can do that. But all people that work in Formula 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 5, and all people that work in IndyCar Lights, IndyCar, Formula Renault 3.5, Formula X, Formula A, and Formula C. Everybody's an engineer, including the driver. I mean, because in NASCAR, there's just a bunch of dipshits think they know it all, and I'm saying that because I'm kind of am one of those people. Obviously, I just, I have a little bit of car experience too for working around the dirt track for about a good 3 years. And it's definitely gonna be tough because we'll be going out of town a lot. Like in March, I'll be going down to February, going down to Daytona, March, and going to Texas, not for a race, just for a vacation. Texas and Alabama, I think within a week apart of each other. And, you know, shit, Alabama is a good 13.5 hours away. Texas is about, I would say, 17 hours away. Florida's about good 15 hours away. Which, it sucks when you drive overnight. I drove overnight from Florida to Illinois. It sucked ass because, like, I fell asleep and it's a good 8 hours and you still got 5 hours to go. So it's like you're depending on you know. Like, I fell asleep right at the Florida, Georgia borderline, and I remember this. And went to go take like sleep. I only got like 5 hours of sleep, dude. We were just hitting Tennessee, and I was like, oh, fuck. Like, you know how that shit goes, you know. But with me traveling, absolutely have an RV, and I can sleep in it, and etc.
Davide, what do you think made the difference here? The difference was in the strategy. Credit to the driver for sure. But races like this,
You know, and
how much of a team sport this is. They did a lot of work on the pit wall to really make the most of each stint and to make
sorry, I'm
the
just
best
looking at
of
some
the
stuff that my buddy
That
sent me.
said, all of that would have been for nothing without a talented hand on the wheel. Our drivers are making their way out for the
For
podium
people that say
celebration.
NASCAR use oxygen tanks because they're going so fast, that's false. NASCAR, Xfinity trucks, and ARCA, they have a tube hooked up to the side of the car, and they have a tube hooked up on the side of their car, and
And now, let's take a look
that
at
just
the
gets a
price.
tube from the air and brings it into their the helmet. IndyCar, Formula C, Formula Renault 3.5, Formula A, Formula X, Indy Lights, Indy Cars. They got oxygen tanks because there's no way in hell they can breathe going about 210 miles per hour and above. There's just no way they can breathe. Formula 4, I think Formula 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1 have oxygen masks too that they use.
And here we are, back after yesterday's
Dirt late models, dirt cars, they don't have oxygen masks because they don't rip that high RPMs. Obviously, you got G-force at the G-force in a race car compared to a roller coaster carnival ride is a lot different. Carnival ride, okay, what is these cars doing? Sure, wreck me.
Mind that front wing. It'll need replacing if it takes too much damage.
Oh, sorry about that.
A new strategy is available on the MFD.
There we go, gained a couple spots there. I think Formula C and Formula Renault 3.5 is like racing a dune buggy, because it's like
Not the start we were looking for, but it's not over yet. Stay focused.
sure, wreck me again, bro. I fucking hate this shit, bro. I hate racing these kind of cars in rain because they're so slippery, and if you just, you know, hey, what's up? Welcome to a stream. It's like so slippery, and see, it's like so slippery you could barely do anything.
Your front wing is damaged. Expect a lot of understeer unless we replace it.
And it, you know, these tires are a lot different than, like, say, NASCAR asphalt tires, because NASCAR don't race in the rain. Formula 1 does. So does IndyCar. I mean, these rain tires they're fucking slick. I think NASCAR should change the rule for, you know, NASCAR should change the rule because if you're racing a road course, you should be able to race in the rain. But if it's like super speedways, that's a different story. Speedways, different story. Dirt, that's a hell of a different story because they use dirt tires. They don't use regular asphalt tires on dirt. They use dirt cars.
Fantastic. 2 cars at once. Very well done.
I was just imagine like an Indy car going to like Knoxville. Oh my god, dude. That's what they'll sound like. And Indy car gas or fuel. IndyCar gas and or fuel. I think there's just the fucking same thing. You know, it smells like baby shit.
Calm down a bit out there. Let's keep these passes clean so that we don't end up with a penalty, okay?
Obviously, I would race my steering wheel and gas pedal, but I don't race for these kind of cars because obviously they're fucking a lot harder to control, and with so many turns, it's gonna be difficult. I'm actually trying to sell my steering wheel because I don't really use it that much as I used to, and. A lot of people keep asking me, are you getting the PS5 or the Xbox Series X? No, I'm not. I'm gonna wait because there's a hell of a lot of bugs and shit that goes on with that. Because I don't think Sony or Microsoft knew what the fuck they're doing when it comes to PS5, especially with in the Xbox Series X, especially Xbox Series X. Like, it's the same layout menu as Xbox One. It's just different graphics, and it's basically the same fucking controller too. And it's like, if you're gonna make a new console, change everything. I don't think Sony or Microsoft knew what the fuck they were doing when it comes to these new consoles. Obviously, Microsoft and Sony is based out of California. Nintendo is based out of, I think, China or Japan. Don't know. And I think Sony's based out of Japan.
Brilliant. Nice move.
I think Sony's based based off out of Japan too. I don't know. I don't pay attention to that kind of shit. I just buy their products. I've always been if you guys don't know, I played Xbox. My first console was a Xbox. And you know, I broke that because I wanted a new one, and I flashed the internet drive and I flashed the system drive where it could barely play discs. And plus, I also broke the wireless controller connector, so I had to use a wired controller. Which, you know, I bought a new Xbox from GameStop, but of course my Xbox, you know, didn't. Technically, it didn't want to download no games. It would just say installing, and it would just sit there for a good 24 hours. And I was like, no, I'm taking this back to GameStop. Got a new one. Same thing fucking happened to that. And I was like, no, fuck it. I want to go play MLB The Show. That's the main reason why I got PlayStation's MLB The Show. Once I got that PlayStation 3, man, I sold my original Xbox with, you know, with all my games. You know, with literally all my games. It gave me about $180 for all my games, and I had like literally every NCAA football, every NCAA basketball, every Madden, NBA, NHL, WWE, all the Grand Theft Autos, you know, Thrillville, Red Dead, and shit, dude. I played the shit out of those games, and and this was back in 2015, so nothing like big. So I ended up buying you know, Grand Theft Auto 5, NBA 2K15, NASCAR 14 or 15, GTA 4, what else? Any WWE, and NCAA Football 12. And of course I always been wanting to have an Xbox, you know, for a PlayStation 4 for a while after I got that, and they were on sale for $2.99, and I bugged my dad for months. I was like, can I please get one? I trade in all my money, I trade in everything, and I'll save money. He was like, sure, whatever, you know, until the day finally arrives, and he got tired of me bugging, so he was like, know what, I'm going to take you to fucking Mega Replay, and I'm going to take you to fucking GameStop, trade in all your shit, and I'll just pay for the rest. All you have to do is just pay for your games. And so I was like, fuck yeah. So I went to, you know, GameStop, got a PS4. Best night of my life is right there is when I get a new console brand new. So yeah, I was so excited. And, you know, I ended up buying NBA 2K16, NHL 16, Call of Duty Black Ops 2, and the original UFC. And my dad was like, okay, you can buy a pre-owned console, and you can get 2 more $60 games on top of that, or you buy a brand new one. I was like, no idea, I'm just gonna buy a brand new one. And I still have this baby for this day. It's been actually riding, got it in 2016, so it's actually been riding for almost 5 years now. And I think it's gonna be 15 in February or April. You know. Well, that was one of the most crappiest races I ever raced.
That's the end of the race. We'll see you in Parc Ferme.
So another fantastic victory for Uni Virtuosi. So, David, this is it. This is where they all want to be. Here come the top 3 then, out onto the podium.
Oh, what a rainy Saturday night. Rainy, cold Saturday night it is in Illinois.
After this round of the World Championship, here's how things look in the
Holy cow.
The Flying Finn increases their championship lead. Now then, Davide Valsecchi, who would you say...
Let's transfer to the next race. We're in Monaco. I think that's in Abu Dhabi. I don't know. I think Abu Dhabi or Russia. Let me create my setup real quick. Go to here. Hold on, guys. There we go, guys. Sorry about that. I just had to use the restroom real quick. Yeah, let's get to the setup. Create and customize. Let's do roughly 11 on the ring arrow. Transmission. I don't know what to do with transmission. I should just keep it like this. Suspension geometry. Let's raise this up to a 270, and let's raise this up to a 120, and let's raise this down to 07 and 26. Let's go to suspension. Suspension's really hard about this, you know. But anyways, I think we can do it. Front suspension. Let's go with a 1, 3, 6, 8, 3 and 3. 3 and 5. Sorry about that. Use that up to 55. Tires. The tires are the most difficult ones to process. Obviously, I've been playing this game before, so I know sort of a lot about Formula 2. I know how to do setups, though. That's the main point. I know how to do setups. Let's try that. Save load. Save that. Skip the session. I just want to go straight to. I want to go straight to qualifying. I don't like practicing. I used to play music during this. This is pretty fun.
An interesting practice session there then. Let's remind ourselves of the top three, which are Schumacher, Matsushita, and Juan Manuel Correa. Practice times are on the board then, but no points are on offer just yet. We'll be back with more F2 action soon.
Well, anyway, guys, I want to end the video here, guys, and hope you guys enjoy this video. Subscribe, smash the like button. Hope you